Merry Christmas! At the very end of this video, I'm going to announce the very first winner of the 12 days of giveaways. I hope that you'll stay till the end so you can see who won, and I'm going to be sending them out a card and $10. That is my gift to you. Yeah, I have to be honest. I was just crying, okay? Oh my gosh. You know, there will be so much time that goes by that it's like, no tears, everything's fine. And, you know, it's just, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it's the holidays or this gloom or my job or just things going on. But if you're feeling that way too, I want you to give yourself permission to like, let it out. Seriously, let it out. Do not push it down, because that's what our natural tendency is to do, is to avoid all the pain at all cost. Like, oh, I'll do anything. Let's go shopping. Let's have another drink. Let's watch porn, you know, whatever it is. And the thing is you can do those things and push down these feelings, but then eventually you're going to be right back to where you were. And so earlier today, my boss called. Well, he texted actually. And he said, hey, how are you doing? And I said, well, and then I just called him and I just told him all the things of like, this isn't going good and that's not great. And I don't know about this and why this. And, you know, he's such a good boss because he's so level-headed and just, you know, and also very caring. He is really caring. And I appreciate him checking in on me, but it just kind of got me going, you know? It's like, how am I? Oh, let me tell you. Oh, and I had to let it out. Not just on him. I mean, I talked to him for a few minutes, but after that, like, I just sat and just cried it out. You know, just let the tears flow. Let it out. The more that we shove these feelings down and we just pretend like we're happy, or we do things to try to fill up that little hole that's in us, it's just so destructive, you know, because we can't just jump past the pain, because then otherwise we're gonna have to just go back and redo it again. So if we can just let ourselves just be sad without trying to cover it up, not trying to avoid it, not trying to anything, just letting it be there and really feeling it, and like, oh my gosh, this is, you know, for me, what would it be? I just kept thinking pain. This is pain. This is pain. Yeah. You know, I think sometimes this is the tricky thing with ex-witnesses. We think that there's got to be a better way. So we used to always be waiting for paradise, right? But if we're thinking, oh, well, if we're not a witness, like, everything is going to be great. You're going to be disappointed. It's not always going to be great. That's not how life is. Life is not always great for anybody. Nobody is like, oh, everything is great all the time. It's just not, you know? And I think we can really disappoint ourselves when we're waiting for that. We're just waiting for, you know, for things to be happy for us to live our life. And for me today, what I decided I wanted to do was come and take a walk and really clear my head. I like to go for walks for a few different reasons, but one of them is just to get my body moving. The other one is to get some sort of sun. Somebody mentioned to me on one of these videos, they're like, you need to start taking vitamin D. There is no sun here in Washington. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I did start taking some vitamin D, and that made me feel a little bit better. And then I also have a quiet time. Either it's just total silence, or I'll listen to a podcast. I think that's what I'll do today. I'll listen to a podcast when I get out here. I got some new headphones for my new phone, and the old style headphones, these are my favorite. The sound quality is so good. So I'm going to go out there, I'm going to listen to my podcast and just kind of breathe and have a reset. and allow myself to cry if I need to, feel frustrated if I need to, but it's okay. Like, it's fine. I think if we're always thinking that things have to be so happy for us to do anything, or, oh, I have to be happy, I have to be happy, 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 and we try to get happiness through things that aren't really going to fill us up, that are really sort of superficial, like shopping and food and alcohol and drugs and sex and things like that. It's not true. It's not the real happiness, right? The real happiness is when you can get through all of these feelings and get out of it, go through it, and come out of the other side, and like realizing that, like, okay, now I am having the full experience of life. This is really what life is about. It's not all sunshine and unicorns, and it's not all sadness and tears either. It's a little bit of both. And as we go through different seasons, I think this sounds very cliche, but it's kind of true. The different seasons of our life, we're going to have a different experience, and we're going to have different feelings too, right? And as things change and we grow and we get pushed to our full capacity, yeah, we are going to have moments where we have to let it out. And it's better to let it out than to take it out on somebody. And so that's the whole thing about these negative emotions. It's not so much it's kind of like we don't want to act on them. It's okay to feel them and to experience that, but when we act on it, it's never good. It's never good. It never is. So sometimes it's good to take a little pause. But yeah, if you're feeling it this holiday season, like, I feel you and I get it. I know there's been some people that they question once they leave the religion, once they leave the Jehovah's Witnesses, they question, like, oh, is this right? They expect that it should have been happier or better or more fulfilling. And, I would say give yourself time. Do not expect everything to happen so instantly, okay? Because that's what we were used to as witnesses. Like, as soon as we walked into a kingdom hall, we had instant friends. They were family. They were our brothers and sisters at that point. I mean, that's like snap, right? Just know that here, outside of the religion, it's not going to happen that quickly. It's going to take a real effort on your part, and it's going to take a lot of consistency. And here's another part of it. If you want to have a big, full, amazing life outside of the jw.org, remember, you have to ask for what you need. Don't forget to ask, because sometimes, we might just think, oh, well, people should know what I need and what I want, and that should be pretty obvious, but it's not. We would think it is, but it's really not. People they think a lot about themselves. That's what it is, and that's just human nature. People think a lot about themselves, and the more that, it takes a little bit of consistency, and for you to be in their lives a little bit more, for them to start thinking of you, remembering you, right? To be maybe even part of a family. If you've lost your whole family and the whole family is still inside of the organization, just remember, for you to build up a family outside, it might take a little bit of time. And that doesn't mean that anything's gone wrong. That means keep trying. And they're not all going to be in one spot. I know I've written about this before, maybe in my blog or newsletter or something, but the people that you're going to really connect with, they're not probably all going to be in one spot. It's not going to be a congregation, an assembly hall, a convention. You're going to have a little bit of people maybe from your work. Maybe you're going to have some people from a book club, and then you're going to have some people from your horseback riding club. Maybe they're going to be a few from your school. Maybe it's going to be a whole family that just kind of takes you in, like, hey, you're one of us now. That could happen. Or it might just be different people. And over time, right? Because I know when I was first outside of the organization, well, I've been in and out many times, so I totally get this, but I was very frustrated because I'm like, why aren't people, like, especially at Christmas time, this is so funny. I thought people would just bring me gifts. I had no idea. It was just so weird. I didn't know what to think or how things were supposed to be. But that doesn't mean that people didn't care about me, right? It's just they didn't know me that well yet. So that's what it takes. It takes a lot of effort over time, and just knowing it's not paradise here or there or anywhere. It's going to be in what you make of it. So, yeah, because it can be disappointing, like, oh, I thought I was supposed to be so happy, and now I'm sad sometimes, and things aren't going my way sometimes, and like, oh, well, maybe it was better as a Jehovah's Witness. Come on. Come on. Oh, that gets me fired up. No, it's not. Because, and especially if you're out of the organization and you're thinking about going back, ooh, wow. You can because, I did, but that was before I woke up. When I woke up completely to it, it's like, oh, I am never, ever going back. But I know people do that, and, we all have a choice to make. We can make that choice, but man, I can't imagine like living a Jehovah's Witness life and knowing that it's so messed up and that there's so much wrong with it. And if you're feeling like that and you're feeling really conflicted, like, I don't know if I should stay or should go, and it kind of feels weird here on the outside, I would write down, all the things that you love, all the things that you loved about being a Jehovah's Witness. Write down all the things you love about not being a Jehovah's Witness. Just look at it. And, here's the thing. I can get on here every day and talk to you. And every single day, maybe I can inspire you, motivate you. I'm not sure. Maybe make you think about things in a different way. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. But really, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do with your life. Yeah. I just don't want you to think that it's perfect here, perfect there, or anywhere. It's not perfect anywhere. But we have to make it the best we can. And can we just be authentic? Can we just be ourselves? Because I'll tell you what, that was the weirdest thing, getting outside of the organization and then figuring out, who am I? Oh, what do I even like? Oh, yeah, that's right. I did a podcast episode on this. This is how I referred to it, like an unexpected gift. Somebody gives you this gift and you're like, well, I don't really want that. It's like, that's your freedom. It's your freedom. Take it. Take it. You didn't know that you wanted it, and you didn't know it was going to be like this, but this freedom of being left behind or being shunned, it is sort of a way to look at it, like, this could be exactly perfect for my life right now. Then maybe there's a reason why this is happening. And I think of that a lot in my own life. I'm like, why is this happening? Like, why is it that, this person and this thing and that circumstance and this time of, it's like, why? And I don't think we're supposed to have it all figured out. I think the answers will be revealed to us over time. And don't be disappointed, because it's just redirecting you. That's how, you know how many doors I got shut in my face today? Seriously, let me count them up. I think 4 or 5. 4 or 5 doors closed in my face today. Seriously, of like, either it's an email or it's a note or it's a, whatever. Literally, the door has been shut in my face. Okay, and so what do? I mean, I'm gonna cry about it a little bit, like, shoot, that sucks, that is not really what I wanted, because now I have to do this thing and that thing, and it sucks, okay? But then I also have to think in my head, there has to be a reason for this. if this isn't working at this particular time, or if this, and I'm just pushing for this thing to work, and I'm trying everything I can and it's not working, and they're saying no, and they say denied, and he says, it's like, why? And I don't think that we have to figure it out right in the moment. Like, I just have to remind myself that everything that's happening around me is for me. Everything that's happening around me is for me. And everything that's happening around you is for you. So if you are watching this video today and you're feeling frustrated and you're feeling sad, or maybe you're feeling angry or annoyed, whatever it is, those negative feelings that you're having, and like, I thought it was supposed to be so much more here, what is this? This is not cool. It's supposed to be happier, easier, more fun, whatever. Just remind yourself that you right now are experiencing the fullness of life. This is life. It's 50-50. It's a little good, it's a little bad. It's a little fun, it's a little shitty. Yay, you get to experience it. And you don't have to be in the Kingdom Hall and pretend like you're somebody that you're not. Isn't that awesome? You can say it. You can say bad words. You can watch any movie you want. You can write a Christmas card to your friends. You can say Merry Christmas to the guy that's doing the Salvation Army thing. You can do so much. You can go back to college. You can find true love that has, you can find a partner that really reflects pieces of you in you, besides you just being a shell of a person that's a Jehovah's Witness. Isn't that awesome? So remember, this is the gift that you've been given. Let me give you this gift. There's your gift. It's your life. It's your life. Yeah. I want you to have a great life. And, okay, so now, it looks like I'm at 17 minutes. So I wrote on my hand, I picked a winner for the 12 days of giveaways. And so this first winner is Kev B 55787, and I will email you and let you know that you were the winner. In case, I hope that you'd watch till the end of this and know, but yeah, I will email you. And thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you so much. I really enjoy writing my newsletter, and it's just so much fun for me. It's this whole thing, like, YouTube is a creative outlet, so is writing newsletters, and it's just so fun to do something consistently. I've been putting out a newsletter every single week since last December, and so this is a real celebration of, like, consistency. Like, I'm showing up every single week here on YouTube every single day. We're gonna do 12 days of giveaways, and so don't forget to put your I'll put the link below this video so that you can go and fill out your name and get on my newsletter if you want. You don't have to, okay? I just think that you might like it, because in my newsletter, I'm going to be sharing all the things that are upcoming, or what's new, or what's happening. It's always the newest, latest, and greatest is usually coming out on the newsletter. And besides, yeah, it's really like a look ahead. So, Merry Christmas, Kev B. I'm going to send this out to you, and put your $10, because I figured that way you could buy a coffee if you want. My favorite thing is to get a coffee. And so I just wanted to give that to you all. And, today I'm at 1,510 subscribers. Oh my gosh. Like, that makes me so happy. That's all I ever wanted. So, the tears are coming on again, because, when I first thought about telling my story online, it was through a coaching session. And I really had this feeling like, oh my gosh, that's it. I really want to tell my story, but I'm like, oh, but I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And so to see like my Facebook grow and to see my healing group grow and see like this YouTube, like we're on week 10, to have 1,510 subscribers is like, thank you. Thank you for seeing me. And for all of those of you that feel alone and like, oh my gosh, is this it for life? It's not. I know for us, this isn't even it now. It's amazing. I want to celebrate. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy, but I just see it's like things are growing. Like there's so many people leaving. I'm just like, I just want to deliver a message, you know, the message I want to deliver. It's like, I see you. I've been there. And I know it hurts. And I know that you're going to make it through and that we're not there yet. There's so much more life to live. Oh my God. Look at me. I'm almost 50. And I woke up completely when I was like 43. All the other years that I spent in the organization, I just thought that or in and out of the organization, I just thought like I was a total fuck up. I thought I was just such a loser. And then I realized I'm not a loser. I was in a cult. Like, no wonder I did all those crazy things. No wonder I didn't take care of myself. No wonder I let men abuse me. It wasn't you, you know, and that's what I want to tell people. You are loved. You are seen. And this isn't it. We're not there yet. We are just fucking getting started. We are just getting started, so welcome to the 12 days of giveaways. I warned you though. I'm like, I was teary today. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it comes up and it's okay. It's okay to get it out, all right? Let yourself cry. I feel like the sky is kind of crying today. It's funny. The sky is crying. It's like a, do you see it? Like my window and everything? It's kind of, I call it, what do I call this? I haven't been to work for a while. I used to always be describing the weather. Heavy mist. I almost forgot. Heavy mist. I would tell the captain, it's okay, don't worry. This is just a very heavy mist. Welcome to Washington. Don't you worry. And it's funny because now I feel like I'm having a little heavy mist today. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And please hug yourself if you watched all the way to the end. Oh, hug yourself. You're special. You're loved. You're meant to be here, and this isn't it. We're not there yet. We're getting there, and that's where we're gonna learn the most about ourselves. So thank you, Kev B, for being the very first subscriber this morning, or actually it would be yesterday. Thank you for going first. And that was the other message. I have to say this is I really want to say there's something about going first. Being brave and like somebody's, oh, sure, I'll sign up for her email. It's not just that. It's just the like, do you know what can happen when you're inspired to do something and then you do it? And even though maybe not everybody else is doing it and you're kind of like, I don't know, and you go first, you're always going to get rewarded. Yeah. So thanks for being first, Kev B. 55787. All right. I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it. And look around. Enjoy this life. Bye, everyone.